For me, the very best form of ID, and I get nothing for this, I keep this on 24/7, is the Fetlock band. You can read this, whether it's on the outside. So by the way, this is 6 years old, this thing. The color fades a little bit, but can you guys read the telephone number there?
I probably could with my glasses.
Don't write it down. I know you're all going to want to call me afterwards and be like, oh my God, you're so great. Or call me and go, don't ever talk in public again. This stays on my horse 24/7. I wear it over my easy boots. I wear it when I go out trail riding. I have it at home. When I know that I'm going to go trail riding, I actually have two. One has my number on it, one has a friend's number on it. So that way if something happens, okay, do I have time for a quick story or am I done? Okay. I got separated from my horse in a canyon. I was riding by myself. My friend calls me. I have her telephone number because I have two on. Hello. My friend calls me and says, hey, what you doing? I'm like, well, I was riding, but you know, he moved one way and I didn't. And she says, well, I know where your horse is. Some guy caught my horse right before he got out of the canyon and was holding on to him for me. So I knew where to find my horse. My friend knew that I was okay. We were reunited and everything was good. I didn't get hurt. If I would have gotten hurt, I would have had my phone on and my little in reach to help somebody find me, but I didn't. We got separated, we were connected because we had identification on. If we didn't have identification on, he wouldn't have known who I was, where the horse belonged. The horse would have wound up at Santa Barbara Animal Services and they would have taken great care of him because he's awesome, right? Yes. That's why I wear these. When I go camping or I'm at a facility because I've gone through an emergency evacuation, I have a collar, and the collars are inside. They Velcro around the horse's neck, and they're pressure tested. How many people have seen duct tape go around the horse's neck and they write in marker on the duct tape? Yeah, that is a horrible, horrible thing. That horse gets caught up, it may not let go, and then you have a dead horse. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's something else I've seen happen. Collar, pressure tested, has windows, so you can write your personal information and keep it inside this collar. Stays on when we camp, if I get evacuated, or even if I'm out trail riding tied to the trailer. That said, this is the expedited version of the clinic. Again, all this information I gave to you today, hopefully you find it useful when you're out trail riding. You will find that if you implement some of these things, that if there is an emergency, the key thing, because you have planned, is instead of riding and running around and being crazy because somebody's gotten hurt or your horse has run off or whatever happens, you had a plan. You planned ahead of time, which in the end is going to make you panic less, believe it or not. And when you panic less, you can handle the situation better. That applies to whenever anything happens out on the trail. That applies during disasters. Because you've planned, when you have this gear set up, whether it's trailering out or natural disaster, you have it set up. You have planned. And by planning, it has made you more prepared for that incident that you hope never occurs. Thank you.
I'm going to put this on my
Absolutely.
horse so that if anything happens, they know who that horse belongs to.
Yes.
They can go find me.
Two things, the laminated ID plaque and this. Again, whenever we go camping, whenever we go anywhere, this stays on our horse. And we don't worry about it, because if our horse gets tangled up, really nice. It's pressure tested. Now, if we're at a fire, this thing can go on right before I load in the trailer. But it's pressure tested. The horse gets tangled, it breaks away. Horse gets tangled and wrapped up duct tape, it doesn't break away. Big different outcome. These to me are some of the best tools for horses, horse safety, and horse identification you can have.
Thank you.
You're welcome.